straight up a party foul. I can't be doing that. I can't do it. It's switched now, though. We're all good. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Suit Up. Thank you so much for the gift. That was super nice of you. I didn't catch who that was. Welcome to Suit Up, everyone. This is your weekly late night style interview show. We have a fantastic show this evening. But before I tell you who the guests are, let me tell you a little bit more about what that interview style means. Well, that means that we bring on 3 guests every week who have different backgrounds, interests, talents, personalities, and we talk with them. We find out how they got their start, what they're doing in life currently, and a lot of times they're able to make fun of me in the process, which is perfect. Who doesn't want to do that? Easy target. This week we have an especially fun show. We've got 3 lovely women. We have Triple L coming on the show. She's a world traveler. She's a mother. Maybe she's looking for love. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We've got Addison Brianna, who is a YouTube sensation. She's a superstar. She's coming on the show to talk about what she's doing over here now, some of the show content she might produce with us, as well as some tips on her flexibility and reveal some of the behind the scenes of what she does as a creator. We also have Queen Me, who's our 3rd guest tonight. She's a rising star, came out as a strong referral, had a lot of requests for her, so we had to put her on the show. So you know how it goes, everyone. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining the show. If this is your first time here, please hit that favorite button. We do this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you don't happen to catch this show, there's another fantastic show that happens every Friday at 3 p.m. called The Rundown. And The Rundown is where you can get your scoop on the newest and greatest gifts, the app announcements, tips on how to get your top badge, as well as I've heard a rumor that they announce new top badges on Fridays on The Rundown, and the guy who does it also announces contest winners. You can hear who won in the weekend contest every week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, everyone, there's a ton of great show content. Make sure you're checking out the top banner. And I've got to give a special shout out to my man, More Misera, because he's without power, and he hit me up. He said, Chris, I'm still doing my show tonight. I don't have power. So they're going to do it medieval style. Maybe some candles lit. There's going to be a dog I hear. It's crazy. So make sure you show up to Moore's show at 11 tonight. You can also check out Blair Woods. Blair has got her show tonight. It's called, I was going to say Beyond Paranormal. Uncover Paranormal. It goes beyond the paranormal. Some spooky things happen on that show, so make sure you check that out. Anyway, let's talk about today's show. Triple L, if you'll be so kind to request that box. Again, everyone, thank you so much for joining the show today. My name's Chris. I look forward to learning more about these guests with all of you. If you would like to feature yourself, if you'd like to be on the show, make sure you hit me up at Chris Casper on Instagram. It's spelled exactly how you see up here. It's a good time. So again, tonight we've got Triple L, Addison, Brianna, as well as Queen Me. So a full lineup, stacked lineup. But right now, we're going to get to know Triple L, everyone. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome, a little virtual applause for our first guest this evening. She goes by Triple L. What's good?
Hi. Hi, how are you? Hi, everyone.
Make it a little bigger. The Triple L.
Oh, no. Okay.
This is good. Do you want the smaller?
This is perfect.
No?
This is
Okay.
perfect. Thank you for sharing the screen with me.
Well, when I make the screen larger, I can hide my face, so I don't get to see myself, and it really helps me concentrate. Otherwise, I'm like, "What's going on with all this?" So,
There's
Triple
so much
L.
going on, ladies, so we know. Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm ready to crack into this. If you
Okay, so shoot.
So shoot, Triple L, world traveler, mother, a lot of things going on. Bit of a sports aficionado, which is interesting to me. But I want to take it back before we start to get into the things that you had done pre-pandemic with your traveling, which is very interesting. I'm interested to know, how long have you been on the platform?
Okay, so as a streamer, I started end of March, so about 10 months. But I did have the app before that. I'm a Plenty of Fish streamer, and I started on that in 2018. And I didn't really use it that much, but now I'm on it every day. and it's hard to get me away from it. So
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have a little reference to how long you've been here. I want to dive into the Plenty of Fish stuff in just a little bit here.
Yeah.
Go back to the pre-pandemic world. You like to travel. I was going to say you like to get around. But you like to travel. You like to travel.
Yes, I like sports. Jeez.
Where have you traveled to? Also, the most recent places you've traveled to.
Yeah, so like so I'm a mom. I have 3 kids and I'm a single mom. So the travel right now is domestic. Like Florida, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, like kind of local East Coast right now. But before that, I've been all over the world. I used to live in Turkey. I actually used to speak Turkish, which is fun. I know a little bit of Spanish. I've been to Mexico, but I've been all over Europe. Been to Italy, Sicily, Scotland, France, and Yugoslavia, Austria. So.
Wow. When did you catch the travel bug? Is this something that you've your entire life been a traveler, or one trip it just really connected and you said, I need a lot more of this?
Yeah. So I've always loved traveling, but it was also something that my parents were able to gift me. I mean, we didn't have nice cars. We didn't really have nice clothes. We lived like a humble lifestyle, but something that they wanted to invest in was travel. So they were able to gift me that as a young person, and it carried over into my, older years. So, yeah.
I have a saying that I feel like might cause some tension here. So you tell me what you think of it, okay?
No.
And the saying goes, it's not about where it's at, it's who it's with.
Ooh.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not much of a traveler. I've never really caught the bug. For me, it's typically about, I could be in my basement hanging out with my best friend, but as long as it's with my best friend, that's the best thing. We could be in Fiji, that's awesome. But if it's not with someone that I care about, it really doesn't matter to me. Do you feel kind of the same way, or do you kind of have a counterpoint to that?
I love that. I really do. I'm a people person, and I'm a big connection person. And that's something I try to put through in my streams. But I think you're right. It doesn't really matter where you are. If you're right with that right person, time flies by. Things are amazing. Things taste better with the right people. I don't know. It's just, there is something about that human connection that's better than anything. However, if you can be with those special people and in a new place, your senses are awakened when you're traveling the world and you're experiencing new places and you're not exactly sure where you're going or the language, all those things like awaken you beyond just your regular everyday humdrum like rhythm that we might get into sometimes.
Have you ever gotten really lost on a trip? I can't make it to the grocery store without a GPS. Well, have you ever gotten really lost on a trip?
Oh yeah. In fact, we took a train. So I was backpacking. It was me and 2 girlfriends. And this was in 1999, so I'm going to date myself, but after I graduated college, and we were backpacking and we took a train and we were supposed to be heading like towards Nice in France, and we ended up way out in I don't know where we were. So that was interesting, and this was before we didn't have smartphones really. It was very interesting. A little scary.
Yeah, how'd you get out of that?
Well, we tried to speak our French with our little book, and no Google Translate, couldn't do that. And we got back on a train and headed back the way we're supposed to go. So it was an adventure, but definitely a little. I think I've heard that 3 most stressful situations are being lost, like a new job, and moving. So that's 3 of the worst things, as a human we can, it's not worse, but you know what I mean. So,
yeah, I get you.
Not feeling great, not the greatest feelings, yeah.
Where has been a place that really surprised you, that you visited, how much you liked it? Has there been a place that you didn't anticipate being as great as it turned out to be?
Yeah, Switzerland. So I went to Interlaken, Switzerland. It was an amazing hostel. I actually got to paraglide off of the side of a mountain over a beautiful lake. One of the most thrilling and like probably stupid things I've ever done. So yeah, so it was a beautiful, beautiful place. It was surrounded by mountains. And as you know, most of you probably know, Switzerland's a neutral territory. So the people are very like friendly and kind and nice. And yeah, that was one of the best places, one of my most favorite places in all the places I've been. So
I just know they make nice watches and they have chocolate, right?
they do, and they make the Swiss Army knife. You're right.
I don't know about the knives, but I know about the watches. I like the watches. Cool.
Yeah, the watches are hot. Yep.
Speaking of things that we like, you happen to like sports a lot. Specifically, is it basketball, correct?
It is. So the balls they feel right at home for me. But yeah, I love basketball. I played since I could walk. I played competitively. I played for fun. I played to just improve my skills, and now I coach. And it's something that with the pandemic, it kind of put it on the back burner. So that has been hard to adjust to going from playing, twice a day and coaching on the weekends, multiple teams. So I don't just coach one team at a time. That was hard, but it's still a passion of mine. And, as soon as things kind of settle down a bit, I'll be back at it. So
how is it coaching? What age group do you coach, by the way?
Yeah, so I have 3 small kids. My oldest has just turned 13, so I've done his age group. So 13-year-old boys, well, let me tell you, that's something. A female coach coaching young boys it's something, but it was fun. And then I have almost 10-year-old son, and then a young female, my little daughter. And so coaching the little like co-ed teams are fun too. So I do youth sports right now. Yeah.
Wow. I remember being in 7th grade, and I am so sorry to anyone who had to work with me as a 7th grader. Why do you put yourself through this? I can't imagine a worse age group to work with than middle schoolers. Maybe high schoolers, but middle schoolers are brutal.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. So I used to be a teacher, and the only grades I wouldn't teach were middle school age kids. So you hit it on the head. Like it's a hormonal age. They're going through things. They don't know what they're feeling. Like it's just a whole lot going on. So I do try to steer clear of that. However, I do have a connection with kids. So I usually can bring it out of them. Again, being a female coach for male athletes, especially in basketball country. So I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. So we're in the heart of basketball country, right between Duke and UNC and NC State. So, it's hard when you've got the parents and the kids and they're under pressure and they want to win. And, but it's something I enjoy, and I bring my heart every day, to the court, and I leave it there with them. And it usually works out pretty well.
Talking about the heart. That's a good lift-off point because you're on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
I've got to know. We've got to know. Everyone here's got to know.
Nobody needs to know.
Yeah, we do. You've had Plenty of Fish since 2018. That is pre-live streaming days. So can I go off on a wild assumption that you may have been trying to find out who's out there?
I was trying to swim in the ocean and find a fish or two. Yeah.
Good too. Okay. At that time, what were you looking for?
So I have been married, and like I said, I have 3 kids. So for me, it was really just getting myself back out there, regaining my dating confidence, if you will. I'm a very high screener, so I don't just feel like, it takes more than just a message, and I read their profiles fully, and I really dig in before I even write back. So I did go on a few dates. Nothing became, there was no magic, but it was still something that was great at that time for me to be able, as a single mom, I could scroll at night and kind of cyber date without having to go out to a bar or club or something. I'm an older streamer. I'm a mature streamer. So I'm 43. So, for me to go out to the nightclubs every weekend it's not realistic. So
there's 2 things that really caught my attention that you said. The first one was that you're. I'm sorry. You said that you wanted to find your dating confidence. I didn't want to misplace the words that you said. What does that mean when you said I wanted to find my dating confidence?
Yeah, I just after being married I was married for almost 8 years, and then I chose to be single for another like 2 after that. So, that's a long time to not be out in the dating world. So for me, it was just kind of baby steps, meeting someone, having coffee, maybe doing a dinner, and just connecting with a male counterpart. And I do typically, like I said, I'm a people person typically. So it's not that it was that far off, but it felt like something I needed to kind of step into slowly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The second thing that caught my attention is each time you've mentioned yourself as a dater, you've brought up single mother. Do you feel that is something that is inseparable when it comes to talking about yourself? That, hey, when I introduce myself, this is something you have to know about me. Is it really that way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a full package, and to use that cliche term, an insta family. And I'm definitely not looking to settle down with someone tomorrow. However, I'm a big lover, and I have a lot to offer, and I want to share it with someone, a special person in my life. I don't know that I'll marry again, and I'm okay with that. But that person that comes in is really going to have to. They're going to have to be great with me and my children. And if that can't work, then that's okay. It's just not the person for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've started to touch on it, just to start to wrap up some of the conversation here. If someone's interested in you, or someone hearing the things that you're saying and is relating, what is the short list? What are the qualifications to get Triple L's interest these days? Somebody here wants to know. I don't know who.
Nobody wants to know. Okay, so God-fearing. I want a man that is a believer. That's number 1 for me. And then beyond that, I want a smart, kind, ambitious man. Typically, haven't tried the other way yet. So, but I'm still young. And that's pretty much it. I'm an equal opportunity dater. So, I keep my options open. I don't want to exclude anyone, because I feel like you never know where you're going to find love. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Well, Triple L, the last thing before we go, what's that Triple L stand for?
Oh, I was trying to do my love. I guess it doesn't work. But anyway, live, love, laugh. So it was a mouthful. That was my original username, live, love, laugh, on the app. And once I became a streamer, I go into lives and everybody's like, hi, love, hi, live, love, laugh. It was not easy. So I said, I'm going to take Chris's advice. He said, make it concise. Don't put your emojis first. Use regular fonts and make it easy. And so I went with Triple L, and so hence Triple L. And the 3 butterflies, my 3 butterflies there. That's my emoji. So
love it. Live, laugh, love. I feel like that's like the quintessential modern day house.
Of course.
On the wall, just have a live, laugh, love. You are
yes.
Live, laugh, love. Perfect. If you have not, everyone, please click this box. Hit the favorite on Triple L. She's doing her thing in these live streams. She's searching. She's making friends and relationships, and she's got a lot to offer and a lot to talk about. So give her the favorite. Any last things you'd like to say before you go?
Just thank you very much. I do want to thank my really great friend on here, Jameson Top Badge. He's awesome, and he's been so supportive of me, and I hope he's felt the same support since he started a little bit after me, actually, and he's just skyrocketed, and it's been a pleasure to know him, and King Ali, and I see Miles of Smiles, and I see Sonia supporting me, and just so many. I've met so many amazing people. I can't say enough about the connections that I've made on here that are amazing. Miss Carrie Baby, lots of folks. So, yeah.
Well, I feel like that's what it's about. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for coming on the show today and telling us a little bit about you. Look forward to hearing more about you in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Triple L, everybody. She's not taking any else. She's not. She's out here winning every day. Every day she's winning. All right. Thank you so much for joining the stream, everyone. My name's Chris. This is Suited Up. This is a show we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Addison, if you want to go ahead and request that box, the way to do it is to hit that plus sign that you see at the bottom and click the join now, the video button. So I know we ran through it. Let me know if you need a little help with it. In the meantime, though, everyone, thanks for joining the stream. My name's Chris. This is your weekly show every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We invite up-and-comers, influencers. If it's someone that should be on your radar, it's happening here. It's happening here. And on the rundown. Our second guest is a YouTube creator, and we're going to go ahead and wait on her. She might have some difficulty finding it. She did message me just before this, so we might have her on third. At this time, Queenie, are you in the live stream? If you're on the live stream, let me know. I would like to go ahead and help you out there. Queen me if you're hanging on the stream. And if you have interest in being on the show, everyone, make sure that you go ahead and hit me up on my Instagram. It's spelled exactly like how you see up here. Chris Casper, C-H-R-I-S with the 4, everything like that. And if we know where Queen is, if we can get Queen in the building, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. In terms of other things that are going on, if you missed the rundown last week, we had a couple things go down, including some new top badge announcements. We announced last week Bree Baby and Des Unique both got their top badges. And the week before that was Jameson and Yup, It's Me. Jameson was just referenced by Triple L. All right. So those are 4 awesome streamers. But speaking of awesome streamers, we've got our second guest coming in the box right now. She's jumping in. We're going to learn a little bit about Miss Queen Me. What is that? Queen, I think we're getting a little feedback. Queen, you want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and X you out and have you jump. Okay. I'll go and X you out and have you jump. There we go. All right. Queen, I just realized you have probably the longest name I've ever seen in the history of names. I don't know that your name is searchable. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you click on Queen's name, I thought that I was getting an error message. It just was her name. It was only her name. It was that long. So Queen just got an entire paragraph advertising something. I'm not sure. But something's going on. As I was talking about last week on the rundown, we talked about a few other things. The tip of the week that we gave last week on the rundown was that not every available time to go live is a good time to go live. And what does that mean? That means that just because you're available to hit that go live button doesn't mean that it'll be interesting or engaging content. And if that's someone's first time seeing you, you don't want to diminish the likelihood that they'll stay or come back. So make sure that you're able to be present, in frame, able to communicate and recognize what's going on. Don't be like me. Recognize the gifts. Say thank you to Mosley. Well, don't ever say thank you to Mosley. Say thank you to Miss Royal. Say thank you to Axel. Say thank you to all those people, right? Do that kind of stuff. Acknowledge the comments. That's what you want to do, all right? We're going to go ahead and have paragraph award-winning author of her name, Queen, come to the building. Hi, Queen. Queen, who told you that was a good idea?
Everybody, that's my little way of helping advertise what I have going on, because you know.
You know it worked because I'm talking about your name a lot, so it has to have worked, right?
Perfect. You read the whole thing, right? What did it say?
It said my name at the end of it.
Oh,
so I should slow down on the shade because you even put my name in your name. I ain't doing it.
I sure did. We're doing this together, baby.
Okay. Speaking of collaboration and working together, there's a lot to talk about today. First and foremost, though, I gotta acknowledge your background. Is that a backdrop or are those actual all flowers?
Oh my gosh, don't I wish they were all flowers? It's a background, but it's one of those photography backgrounds, so it's like a picture that's been blown up, so it looks super realistic.
Yeah, that's like a really nice quality one. I think that gets a vote of yes by everybody here. But anyway, let's take it way back. Strong referrals for you to be on the show. You've got a lot of momentum. I was checking out some of your streamer stats before you came on the show here. You've earned how many diamonds?
We just hit 16 milli.
16. That's pretty good. That's a lot of diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. Over 11,000 favorites from last time I checked. So you're killing it on here. Let's kind of figure out how you've been doing all this. Are you part of any sort of app communities, families? Are you kind of a lone wolf just crushing it? What's going on with all that?
No, well, I mean, I started out by myself. When I started going, I had no idea about live streaming, what it included, what I needed to do. I had no idea about the community, and I got on and I got so much help, like instantly. Some of my bouncers that I have right now, I've had since the second week of streaming, and I'm into my 8th month now. So wow. They have stuck with me, and I mean, every stream like went from telling me to press this button and it does this, like I knew nothing about it. So I started out with a lot of help, and then I joined up with the models with Role Model Fresh, and she has helped me so much since we got together and joined forces. Since I've been a model, you know, that's just another strong team on this app. So it's definitely taken off from there even more. But you know, I definitely accredit it to my bouncers, my gifters. There's so many active people that come to my live. I think that's the reason why, one of the reasons why things have moved, you know, in a pretty awesome pace.
What was the reason that you started? You said that you didn't know anything about the buttons or how it worked. Am I about to put you on the spot here? Because I'm not trying to, but I'm good with it. You are.
Thank you, Manny. I started out a long time ago when it was just POF, and you know, everybody was a little skeptical about online dating, but I just had a regular profile and there was no live. But I had been married and divorced. I'm starting to hear that story a lot since I've been on this app, but when I got divorced, I wasn't really that anxious to get out there and like mingle with people. And then we had the COVID and all that stuff go on. So I jumped on because I was interested in maybe meeting some people or meeting someone special. And then it's all of this.
Well, no, right? You don't know unless you try. I always say that having a profile like this, it gives you the opportunity to meet other people you otherwise wouldn't have met. And so what's the opportunity cost, right? Meet somebody special though. Did any of that happen for you? Are you still kind of looking around? What's the deal with that?
How did I know this was coming? No. I did actually. After, I want to say I was on here for 3 months maybe, and I did start dating someone that I'm seeing currently from the app. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you found somebody. That's amazing. And you were a streamer. You would clap. I'm sorry. I was talking over you. I'm sorry.
I don't know if it was I was found or somebody found me, but that definitely happened.
We don't need to expose anything. I'm not going to ask you to reveal too many details. I am curious though. Would you consider yourself to be a streamer? I would, but do you?
That's so weird. I feel like I was just talking about the other day. Said something like, if I was a real streamer, and they were like, "Are you crazy? What are you?" I guess, you know, I feel like I must be like, you know, when I get into the backgrounds and I get into writing people's names down for different things that they do and share, I'm like, okay, I guess that these are equaling to be, you know, real streamer type stuff. So I feel like I think I might be a real streamer.
Okay. The reason I ask you that is there's sometimes a stigma between being a streamer and getting into a relationship, at least being public about the relationship. You were just very public about it. Is that something that you eased into, or were you always from the get-go ready to say, yup, It's here. I'm with somebody. Deal with it or not. How does that played out for you?
What's so weird is even though I stream and I'm like telling a lot of my business, I'm typically very private.
Mm.
And I did not jump into the, hey, everybody, guess what? I definitely did not jump into that. And I still, I'm definitely more out with it now because I like it. I don't want to cause any confusion
Sure.
in my stream, but I definitely baby stepped into it. But I'm happy that it's a good thing. I think we're both in a good place, and there's a lot of people that I think are team us, so that feels really good too. It's cute. I like it.
Okay. Someone asked me the question the other day, Chris, how do you have a relationship? And I'm not saying for me personally, but in general, they asked me, Chris, how would you suggest having a relationship and being a streamer at the same time? I didn't have a good answer for them, but it sounds like you might be able to deliver on that. Do you have Queen Me's hot tips on how to be in a relationship and be a streamer?
You know what? I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I think we're both still figuring it out because we're both, well, I'm still figuring it out. It takes a whole lot of talking and a whole lot of being open. And like I said, as private as I typically am, it has taken me to be very, very open and very out there in ways that I had no idea I could be on this sort of platform. So my best advice would be to make sure that if you're really gonna stop and focus on someone as a live streamer, that you both have the same ideas as to where you want to be, what you're doing, and how much you want to share. I think that's important.
That communication is going to be important for sure. For sure. I've got to say to you too, thank you for color coordinating with me. I really respect, the color coordination. It's a good move. It's a good move. I love it. Okay, let's get off the relationship stuff. I'm always happy to hear a good love story. You found someone on here. We obviously wish you the best. But let's talk about going forward. I'm hearing rumors, a lot of people saying badge Queen Me. Now, I've heard of this guy who announces the top badges. I promise you he has nothing to do with it though. Why should Queen Me be a top badge?
Why should Queen Me be a top badge? Well, okay, aside from the screaming, you don't understand how under control I'm being right now, because I usually am like way off the rocker with the screaming, but I just got my voice back, so okay. I enjoy this. Like, I enjoy talking. There's so many different types of people on here from so many different kinds of places, and everybody likes to show love. Like, everyone is so open, it seems. I don't know if it's just in my stream. I see it in some other streams too, but it's like they come in and boom, they're just ready to lay it out there. And they want to know what you think, and they want to know how you're doing, and they want to. So that encourages me to be on. Like, I literally stream every day because the conversation is so good. The vibe is good. I mean, we enjoy the same kind of music. I mean, I think that a good top badge has to love being on stream. It can't feel like you have to be here. And I don't ever feel like I have to be here. Like, when I'm not here, they're telling me they miss me. If I take too long, they're like, dang, an hour lunch, you're still, so it's, sometimes I'm like, gee whiz, can I have a minute? But it's just sweet, and I love it. I love it. So, and I love to share the love. I've really gotten into going into lives a little bit more, because like I said, I was kind of learning from the beginning as I went, and I never had even gone into a live. So over the last 6 months or so, I've really spent more time going into other people's stream, and it's fun being on that side too. So I think that's a part of a good recipe for a top badge, maybe. What you think?
All right, I like it. As we start to wrap up here, everyone, if you have not, make sure that you hit the favorite button on Queen Me. What does that mean? Are you a chess player?
I'm not a chess player, but I did hear.
It's not even a chess term, Chris.
No, I heard it while the game was being played. Actually,
They say king me in checkers. I'm like 99% confident that there was no queen me in chess, though.
oh, I have to switch up some things. I have to make it work for me, equal to the queen, to the king me. I have to let them know
Okay.
it's time.
It's the queen me. Okay, it's the queen me. All right. Well, make sure that you queen me? Yeah, that one. Make sure that you queen her up. Hit that favorite on her. Queen, any last things you'd like to say before we make a run here?
Before I go, I definitely want to do a quick, super fast shout out to all of the love that I've gotten from all of my top gifters, my bouncers. Oh my gosh, they've taken care of me and my stream. Top Badge Role Model Fresh has been super, super supportive for so long. Thank you so much for all of your love, support. Dangerous, you've been killing the game. You've been helping me so much in all of my streams, even when I'm not there. Zaddy, Hazel, Truck Life, everybody that's been in the comments, Sweet Destiny, Nicole, Cookie, I love you all. Thank you so much for all of your support through this entire process. Okay.
I want to give you something from like QVC, and you just sell it. Be like, this is the thing, and you have got to have. I can see it right now, and you've got it. You've got it. Maybe you got a career in sales. I don't know. You could. I'm not sure. Creamy, thank you so much for jumping in the box and hopping on the show today. If you have not hit the favorite button on Queen Me, make sure that you do. Click that profile, hit the star, hit the favorite button. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you, Chris.
Definitely. Everybody, Queen Me. That's our second guest, and we still have our third guest. I see her requesting the box. If you'd like to re-request the box, I think you shot me an email. Let me see. My name's Chris Gasper. Thank you so much for coming to the show, everyone. Addie, if you want to go ahead and re-request that box, please. You are good to go. We were just wrapping up that last conversation. Addison, Brianna, go ahead and request that box again, please. This is Suit Up. This is a show that we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have already had on the show today Triple L, Queen Me. We're about to have on our third guest, Addison Brianna. I'm going to go ahead and send her a message. This is her first time. She's learning a little bit about the platform. We want to make sure that she's able to hop into the stream. If you have not heard of her before, first of all, what are you doing? Number two, she's a YouTube sensation. She's fantastic. She's a choreographer. She's a dancer. She has got the moves. She's also super flexible. It hurts just watching her. And she's coming here to the Meet Group with some ideas, tips, and tricks as to how you can get in the moves like her. Addison, I can see you. Connection. Okay, she's having a little difficulty with her connection. I'm gonna message her one more time. Are you still here? She's in verbatim. She's in Hollywood right now. Her connection's a little tough, so we might have to reschedule on that. That's okay though. We can make it happen at a later point. Normally, what I would do is I would reschedule another guest. I'd reschedule another guest, or have someone else hop in the live stream. But let's go ahead and let's hold off on that. We'll give it a second. If not, who do you want to see on Suited Up? Is there anyone that I haven't talked to? Maybe there's a return interview that you would like to see. I've done this show for actually, this is a great time to plug this. I've done this show nearly 2 years. 2 years I've done this show. Next month, you're hearing it here first. I'm breaking the news. Next month, Suited Up with Chris As You Know It ends. We've had a good run. 2 years of Suited Up with Chris. How it's been has been a fantastic run, everyone. As you know, I work on content. I develop content now, and things are happening. So what's happening is we are coming to an end with Suited Up with Chris. Because we're coming back with Suited Up with Chris. It's the 2.0 model of the show, everyone. We're getting rid of the background. We're switching to a whole new virtual setup. You're going to get an actual late night talk show with prepared guests, musical performances, games. I've been working really hard for months on this. I got to give a huge shout out to Kenny Leon. Huge shout out to Kenny about that. I have been so stunned. I've been floored with the talent that has come out in these shows over this past year. And I kept looking at my own show going, man, you got to get it cleaned up. The talent's too good these days. I've got to stay fresh. So we're coming back stronger. We're ending the format as you know it. It'll still be interviews. It'll still be talk. You'll still see great guests. But the layout will be different. The pacing will be different. We're going to do it from a studio. Yes, we're going to do it from a studio. That's absolutely right. Yeah, I've been working very hard on this. I can't wait. I can't wait for all of you to see it next month for the 2-year anniversary of the show. That said, everyone, I think that our guest was having some technical difficulties. She got back to me over email. She's having some technical difficulties. We'll go ahead and have to reschedule her for a later time. But that's okay. That gives us something to look forward to. I want to give a huge thank you to Triple L, our first guest that we had this evening. I also like to give a special thank you to Queen Me for being on the show. And a big thank you to you. A big thank you to Mosley. A big thank you over to Axel. A big thank you over to Miss Royal, not to skip over you. Thank you so much for the gifts. There's a lot of great content going on, everyone. Make sure that you check out Nick Styles as well as Oregon Star Girl for their shows immediately after this at 10 p.m. And 11 p.m. you can catch more Miserable as well as Blair Woods for their shows. A lot of great content. All right, everyone. Until next week or Friday, whichever one you want to choose, I will be seeing you. If you want to get in contact with me or just say, hey, dude, fix your hair, message me on Instagram at Chris Casper, spelled exactly how you see up here. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out, being here, and we will do this again later. Cheers.